Generals, gentlemen.
Hello! We have China! Yay!
Yay!
Good news for us because we like casting China, but the bad news for Logic because he's playing Nuke against USA Air Force. Pretty hard matchup here against the Air Force General, especially on a map like this. Let's see how Logica handles this one. His GLA play has been pretty fanboyistic.
Yeah,
like,
I guess we can put it like that.
To incite fanboyism.
Yes,
you know?
it's pretty great. It's pretty great. So the series is of course 2-2. 2 for Logica, 2 for Size. This will be game number 5 to see who starts to pull ahead. And Size went for that same opener where he goes power, and then the second dozer, instead of building a supply, builds a barrack. So it's a really quick barrack, which makes me think drop of some variety.
Drop? Wait, sorry, did you say Size?
Yeah, Size.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Logica, because I saw that barracks.
Yeah, no.
So sometimes I just zone out when I'm just, like, watching. I don't always quite understand what you're saying, because I don't really, like, care.
He actually just went ranges. He just wanted fast ranges for fast oil
caps. Yeah,
so
makes sense.
Enough. Goes
and
for fire base for defense as
Logica
well.
doing the same. Probably just going to be, Troop Caller, actually.
Yeah. No, dude, like China's OP. Like, you get 2 red guard, send them to 2 sides. You have to build 2 ranges as USA. So broken. Wow.
Well, if you have a Troop Caller, it's like 20 ranges. Yeah. If he puts all his red guard in the garrisons, the Humvees maybe can't push through.
Even like flat out, yeah.
Because you do get
all out engagement. Like the red guard will win.
Yeah, you get a bit more range outside of garrisons. Another barracks down here.
Wow. The barracks
and looks like he wants to build a bunker, so very defensive play style, despite even being the nuke.
Finds that aggressive dozer as well. I'm not sure if we can punish this. Maybe if a fast tank hunter comes out.
Yeah.
Run towards
he's pretty far away from his barracks, though. At least he's trying to just, like, prevent a barracks from going down for the all cap. Has Size, he's actually sold his CC. Maybe it's a third dozer, though. That wouldn't surprise me, since how aggressive he's actually been this game. I mean, that's one dozer. Where's the other one? There's the second dozer.
Yeah,
maybe it's two dozer.
Build,
so pretty aggressive. But hey, why not? You know, playing against China, you can be aggressive.
I'm surprised that Chino didn't actually come out to save that dozer. Clearly, Size reckons mining is going to be more important than saving that dozer.
Yeah, I hear some oil caps. So we have one there for Logica, 2 now.
We'll go for the third one once the dozer's dealt with.
Oh, bunker oh no, it drives past, doesn't quite get it in time.
Dozer
but
went down.
Yeah, the dozer of Logica has been sniped. That's one of them down. Where's the other? Next to the bunker.
Can do so much work.
Yeah, we'll get the oil. He has free reign, really. I mean, it's such an open map, and he's got through the choke points. I think that's really what he's relying on. There's actually a ranger here, wants to prevent the cap. But the nuke battle masters, no, they're both capping. Not quite paying attention there. Going for the dozer, actually. Risky play. Will it actually pay off?
That's very close.
You will lose this red guard.
Kites really well as well, so the battle master will go down.
He can't heal this dozer.
Oh, not focusing correctly. Can he get the laser lock come out? Doesn't need
Oh,
it.
loses it.
Oh, the dozer goes down. And CC Cell, of course, coming out from Logica, so that's 2 dozers down. He might be in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah. Size had a lot of options, and he went for the dozer snipe, which is certainly the best thing to do in the end, but Logica maybe could have defended that one if he was paying a bit more attention. We have a lot of tank hunters here, and they have the horde bonus. Depends how many ranges are mixed in, but if he starts, he has time to build ranges, so I don't think there's a lot of threat. Pretty good map control from Logica, but I think this will wear off eventually. Especially because he only has one factory, so he can't really capitalize with gat spam.
I think the big thing for Size would be to snipe that factory, stop any vehicle production, just KB that in the infantry and then just click Pathfinders and...
Yeah, and more fire bases would be good for Size, because fire bases are strong against man spam.
Yeah.
Fire bases and just flashbangs.
Tabs are coming out. Can Logica actually see that dozer, is what I want to know.
Yeah, he sees it.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, okay. Alright. Barracks does get sold off as well, so the dozer's probably going to go down here. The man spam coming in across the bridge. Here comes the tank hunters. Ooh. His control over a fair bit of the map here. Logica's looking pretty good, but again, you know, no dozers. He's going to have to do something fairly quickly. That search and destroy coming out as well any second.
Well, Size doesn't have a lot of money. He's got 1 supply and he's got 2 oils. But at the same time, there's only 1 supply from Logica, so it's what, difference of 1 oil? No reinforcement pad either.
Doesn't cap that one.
Yeah, so it's kind of even, despite the territory advantage. This isn't Company of Heroes, so territory advantage isn't like that important.
yeah.
At least not as far as resources go.
Not so much.
Yeah. Another fire base, so this is kind of smart here. He's going to be advancing on 2 fronts at once. Flashbangs are coming through from size as well. This southern army's had a bit more success. Search and Destroy has finished. Yeah, this fire base is doing some great work here. You can just kite with the Search and Destroy Humvees.
The oil would be really nice here.
Yeah, that'd be great. Gatling tank being mixed in. He's actually going for the fire base, so wasn't quite controlling that one.
Wow.
Yeah, out in the open. If these are flash ranges, then yeah, the Search and Destroy tipped the odds. May the odds forever be in your favor. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, correctly quoted. Machine, 10 points to you. And 20 points to Size for dealing with this push really nicely. You know, 5 bases, flashbangs.
Man,
that was nicely played.
it's a hard matchup. This map is so open that...
It was a really good shot there from Logica. It's like bunkers everywhere.
Yeah.
If a few more infantry units got inside the bottom bunker, the Humvees wouldn't have got through and he might have had something.
It almost works, because then he would have had the map control. He would have had the bunkers preventing those counterattacks. So he could have just gone on like King Raptors and just killed the bunkers straight away. But it would have like bought him time to then really get his eco online.
Yeah.
And they get some Gats defending them. So, yeah. Well played from Size.
Nice stuff. It was good.
Yeah. It's definitely the matchup favours USA Air in that situation.
Does, yeah. 3 to Size, 2 to Logica. We'll move on to the next game.
Well, now we have it. We've got Size as the China.
Indeed, you're right, Machine. China tank, to be specific. Logica will get the USA vanilla this round of Sand Serpent.
Yeah, a little bit of a reverse of last time, but definitely better for Size. Trying to tank, getting those cheaper Gats, really good to have. Whereas not having the USA Air Force, you don't quite get the point laser defense. You don't quite get the Raptors and stuff. Stealth Comanches. The Stealth Bomber.
Do you get the double barracks though, Machine?
Well, you know, if you're Logica, I think he's going to be dropping missile defenders while also getting oil caps at the same time. So
that's cool.
Nice build.
Yeah, having the second barracks can be nice. The oil cap upgrade takes a fair bit of time to research, so you can get those ranges out a little bit faster. Good play.
Especially when you only have 1 supply.
Will the marker come in from Size? He doesn't go for the crushers. He'll have to run away now.
Yeah, he just drives away, but he will build some red guard. Doesn't actually kill it.
Misplay!
He counted it wrong.
Misplay!
Oh well, he'll get it eventually. It's too slow. It's wounded. And double supply for Size. Nice red guard.
Easily going to deny that missile defend. The rest of them are going to back off into the garrisons.
And by having those missile defenders nearby, it means he can evacuate and laser lock with a very short notice. We'll force a dragon tank to come out. Or no, maybe he'll just take the garrisons next to him and just try and flush him out by sheer force of rockets.
Fired out in the middle, Machine. So not a bad start there. It does actually snipe down one of the trucks, and not great personal cost either. Didn't really blow a lot of mining time there, dropping off the missile defenders. So see what he follows it up with. Size on the other hand, yeah, just going for the mineral supplies is interesting. Of course, you only get 1 supply at the back on Sandset, but you don't have a second natural one. So going for the mineral supplies is a bold choice. We could definitely pay off here.
Well, there's a Hellfire drone who lost.
Hellfire Humvee gets taken out here.
Yeah.
That can be pretty crippling on the Chinese trucks.
The Gat was stationary the entire time, so I had a good engagement there. Will he actually deny this one? Yeah, it gets taken out just in time.
The other one, cap, is actually going to go through here, so that will be 2 caps in favour of Logica. I don't think Size has gone for his upgrade yet, because I haven't seen any caps.
Size? Logica,
Yep.
you mean?
No, I mean Size.
Oh,
Size
sorry,
caps.
yeah, I'm getting the plays mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. He has it now. Just finished it, I believe. He has 3 to cap at the moment.
Gatling
Gatlings
denies the ranger that was on the top wall, Derek.
still gets the cap though. Gatlings have pretty bad anti-building damage, so he can't really do much about the old Derek. We'll have to send in a ranger to the red guard to cap it, or maybe a dragon tank to just destroy it.
Pretty much taking back control over the garrisons in the middle though has Size. Has a pretty good spread of units in there. What is that machine? Have you seen that unit before?
Is that a Crusader tank?
Is this a mod? Which mod is this?
Oh, I didn't realize Crusader tanks existed anymore. Yeah, 1.4 Crusader tank. I think it's just to defend the choke point without micro. Like that's the thing is with Humvees, right? Is like they're hands down better in every way than a Crusader, but they require micro. Whereas with a Crusader, you just plonk it on a bridge and you just leave it, and it'll defend against Gats, right? Yeah, so like that's kind of one advantage is if you're gonna be multitasking and you have a lot of stuff going on, if you just put a Crusader on a bridge, the Gat is gonna have a hard time getting through.
So cool play.
Yeah. However, there is an RPG there. May get the TNT if he goes for the crush. There's a fire base actually being built as well, so Logica's kind of lost the map control. I guess the garrison here may even try and snipe the dozer down, actually. He gets it. Bit of a miss micro there from Size, putting the dozer a little bit too far forward.
Actually, still going to keep engaging this one as well with the bees, not actually kiting this one away. He's managed to take out the majority of the Gats here. The Ambo's still getting the heals down as well. There's only 3 Gats remaining in the area. The ECM's coming out now.
Man, that's the 3rd supply for Size, and he has his propaganda center, so he's got the ECM on the way. So Size looking is in a great spot at the moment.
That propaganda center incredibly important playing against USA. You need the ECM.
Yeah.
Oh, goes for the shutdown. Don't do that.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a misplay there. The ECM so close to dying.
On absolutely nothing. He'll just get killed by splash damage at this point. The tank hunters do actually manage to snipe down a V, and there's no evac coming out either. There will be no trade. So he's in a great position.
Yeah, even the reinforcement pad's been captured.
Logica struggling to find anything to kill at this point.
Oh, even a bunker's been placed down. Nice work.
Easily takes out the V here.
However, he may laser lock this last dozer.
Oh no, is there a command center?
No, there's
not. Oh, Size, big mistake.
Yeah, he was just watching this bottom engagement. Does lose the reinforcement pad. So this is actually a really good turnaround here by Logica. Black Lotus has been built.
That's one way to cap all the Derricks. So she'll be ready to go.
I don't know where she's going.
Getting a bit of damage down to the prop center, which is nice.
All flashbangs have been finished.
Easily clearing out some of these garrisons.
Why is she there?
I don't know. Moral support, I'm supposing, Machine. Hubby is actually going to die. One of these caps. The other one is going down in favor of...
Really great turnaround by Logica. He also then caps the oil away from him. From Size.
He was in some serious trouble. I really thought he was almost out, but then
still look at this huge army. There's a lot of tank hunters there.
I would like to see another ECM coming out here. More deflections can be pretty nice.
That propaganda center is so low as well, and killing that would be a huge win because he can't rebuild it. So that would be the end of the Lotus if she does get sniped. End of propaganda. Well, the end of the ECMs, I mean. So we've got a Crusader. That's the same one from before, I think. A lot of tank hunters.
Yeah, a lot of tank
What's
hunters.
the answer? I mean, he has flashbangs, so maybe he'll just have flashbangs on the ground. He does have the search and destroy, so going to have very long range. Flashbangs does get one all Derrick.
Flash V's would be nice.
Yeah. It's going to be hard here for Logica. There's no firebase on this side, which would really help too. And that Lotus will come through eventually.
It's got the cap down onto that oil Derrick.
Still 2 suppliers. The middle one isn't actually mining at the moment. Evacs all of the missile defenders. If Logica can... Oh, he's actually sending them way too far forward. The flashbangs will rip through them with no Gatling support. ECM out of position. Nice defense here by Logica.
Oh, well played.
But his Size split up his units just a little bit too much.
Have to keep them a little bit closer together there. Lotus does actually get revealed as well.
Yeah, by this strat center, I think. You do actually have a detection when you're a search and destroy, but also the Humvee had the spy center, spy drone anyway.
That was only from 3 missile defenders as well. I actually got the propaganda center quite low. Got to be careful of Firestorm coming at it, Logica coming at it with any generous powers. A single one will take that out easily.
Oh yeah.
Finally clears up the ranger that was on the oil Derrick, so we'll have to see if Lotus walks over there and tries to cap that one.
This game's looking pretty close.
Yeah, I don't really have a favourite at this point, Machine.
I would say Logica, just because if he holds on, especially once he gets those Pathfinders out, and Logica can snipe that prop center very easily, and it looks like this supply will go down. Lotus got killed actually by... Is that a Pathfinder? I think I heard one.
I think I heard a Pathfinder as well, Machine, yeah. So it looks like we got a Pathfinder in one of these Vs, which is going to be nice. as you said, dealt with the Lotus that was just rebuilt
Yeah.
as well. Lotus
Oh,
goes down,
actually,
gets rebuilt.
Maybe
goes
it
down
wasn't.
again.
So the thing is with detection unit or with stealth units is they actually aren't cloaked when they're built instantly. They take a couple of seconds to actually cloak themselves. But still, look at this engagement here. There's no ECMs, and Size was just pummeling Gats into a garrison. Yeah, he was pretty over.
I think you realise, like, no ACM with this army, all the Gats are going to get cleaned up, and that's absolutely what happened.
I was like, there's no way Lotus could have died that fast if it weren't for the Pathfinder, but I think it's because she hadn't cloaked in time. Either way, a really good turnaround from Logica.
Yeah,
like, that was amazing.
There's so many points during the game where it's just like, it's really hard for the China. It's like, when there's Pathfinders, when there's Search and Destroy, like, there's so many different areas where it's just like, man,
like,
my opponent got this. This is really hard to deal with.
Good old
it's like,
League of Legends term.
Yeah. Big power spikes. Yeah, it's like, I don't have ECMs at this point. I'm in big trouble. So
yeah. I mean, it kind of works the other way around as well, though.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have Search and Destroy. Now I'm in trouble. But, yeah, like, Logica was looking pretty out of it, but then he got that Dozer snipe, at the same time took an oil, I think at the same time took the reinforcement pad, and it was just like a huge swing.
Yeah, and then got the other Dozer as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The Dozer wipe's very important. That's the second time we've seen 2 Dozers go down. So.
Yeah, so well played there to Logica.
Definitely. So
that puts him ahead, doesn't it?
3-3.
Oh, 3-3.
No, 3-3.
Wow. Very close series,
even
actually.
series, yeah, best of 11. So we've still got a few more games to go with any luck. Very exciting. See you soon.
So best of 11 means they need 6 games to win.
6 games, yeah. 6 games to win.
So still a fair bit of leeway for these players. Ladies and gentlemen.
You cracked first.
Yeah, I know. I gave up.
We were having an intro off. It's like an eye contact staring competition. It's like to find out who actually has to intro first.
Well,
normally it's an honor to intro though, so I don't know why we did that. That was a bit odd.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was your turn.
No, it wasn't. No, I introed the last one.
Was it really?
Sure. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess balance is restored. Also, China Mirror, yay.
Yay.
That's kind of cool, right?
Hype.
We got Nuke versus Tank.
Yeah, so Size is going to be our tank, wasn't it? And Logica is going to be our Nuke. Good fun. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
Especially off like one supply. It's, it really does change up kind of your build order when most maps you generally have 2 supplies. Of course, you know, Sand Serpent you can go like forward supplies if you want to, those middle supplies, but they're in a pretty dodgy location, so you normally see like 1 supply starts, which really does change the way your build order works.
Well, there's a second supply here from Size.
And you might go for that.
This is probably going to be better off for the Nuke, you know, very open map, you can do the harassment a little bit easier. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a barracks with mines on the bridges to prevent harassment, especially from whoever the tank is. Who's tank?
Size's tank. He went double war factory, so
right, yeah,
if ever you're in doubt who the tank is, he went double war factory to start the game off.
Or you just look at the veterancy on the tanks.
I like my way better.
Vehicles. Yeah, so Dragon Tank here in the middle. It will be a Dragon Tank off. Not very exciting.
Who will win? Oh, they'll just try past each other because they can't damage.
They'll have a high five.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Gotcha, bro. Have fun destroying my base. It's like, yeah, have fun destroying my base.
Actually, another Dragon Tank here, but the Dragon Tank off isn't exactly a Dragon Tank off. One of which has a main gun, one of which kind of spits fire in the middle here. Oh, wow. Actually, you may get the supply down. Probably not, though, because it's
slightly misplaced.
Yeah, it's a little bit too far forward. At the same time, though, I think the tank was a little bit slow.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah, wow, he actually loses it.
Yeah.
I think the Battlemaster drove too far backwards, so it means the turret kind of like turned around.
Yeah. So yeah, the flame tank wants to be. That's pretty ideal. That's a pretty ideal flame. Well, you see how the supply's going down a little bit faster, but it's actually sniped in time.
Yeah, couldn't get that one in time, so that definitely puts Size ahead.
Yeah, Size wins.
Sniping down that supply. That's Size's Dragon Tank.
So his vanilla Battlemaster is going to be a little bit slow, but having no issues with dealing with the Nuke Battlemasters coming in from Logica. So the more map control Logica can get right now, the better it is for him, because it just means his Nuke Battlemasters will have more mobility around the map. You want to kind of get past the choke points, and then you have a fair bit of free reign.
When was the last time you saw this many flame tanks?
It's been a while, Machine, I'll be honest, so... I can't even think of a good pun for that one.
Well, I was
trying to
gonna,
BM you. So,
no, I was gonna say like last time we 1v1'd in your base, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I couldn't think of a good one, but that's decent. I would have let you get away with that.
But that wasn't
one.
true, because last time I think I was playing USA anyway, so that would have been factually incorrect.
Yep.
And I mean, BM is like only funny if it's actually true, like
That's
that
true.
one about
Yeah.
you being shit at Unreal Tournament.
Oh, yeah, right. So,
However, this barracks and the bunker and the dozer even goes down. So just non-stop aggression of these dragon tanks coming out of size, even despite being up against the nuke, who should have no problems defending against dragon tank harassment. Even for the oil,
yeah, wow.
size is just throwing out wave after wave of expendable dragon tanks, and they're doing their job. You know,
they definitely are doing their
they're
job,
doing
the
their
team.
thing.
Like following it up with like attack outpost to take out the nuke battle masters. Like pretty cool play coming in overall. So many firewalls.
Looks like he can actually just TNT or the war factory. He won't do that much. I thought he was gonna camp the factory and TNT the like whatever comes out of it. It won't kill it. It doesn't do that much. There is 2 of them though.
Oh, takes out the nuke battle master though.
The TNT got
It's inside range. Yeah.
Nice. That was actually a good play. Has 4, not quite the 5th for the horde bonus. There's a barracks there though, so we can churn out a couple of tank hunters, but maybe he'll just snipe the power plant before that can even happen.
At the same time as another war factory gets built as well, that's going to be really crappy timing here for Logica.
He'll probably just maybe go for the barracks even. Yeah.
Can just muscle his way through this.
The tank hunter can't kill them in time. He can probably even just crush them. Like he'll lose to a TNT. No, he doesn't actually get. Does he even crush it?
What?
He just like moved through them. Didn't get the TNT down. But it doesn't matter. He would have lost his supply anyway. Like it takes 10 seconds, which is plenty of time to just focus the supply down.
Going for the supply trucks from the looks of things here. Yet another dragon tank actually sneaks through, but the battle master gets out of the war factory in time. Should be able to move through, and yes, takes out the.
He maybe could have firewalled it though if he was paying attention. Loses the supply.
Can we get the barracks as well? That'd be a pretty big blow.
He'll get it.
Nicely done.
Not much left for Logica.
He doesn't have a lot of stuff, does he?
He's capping the oils, but you know, there's gonna be
some more tanks coming in, I suppose.
Oh, nice firewall down here actually.
Yeah, let's actually take out the war factory from the looks of things. We'll stop this battle master production at least for a little bit. Red guard v Red guard. Someone has the veterancy 1.
It's Logica.
Someone doesn't.
Yeah, it's Logica because the Styes went for the vet 2 battle masters.
Yeah.
So actually, this game isn't over just yet. That middle supply gets sniped by Size. It was captured by Logica.
Dragon tank moves into the middle to start clearing out this garrison. Has 1 more to go. First evac actually does come out.
Oh, that Helix. Wow, where'd that come from?
Helix.
It's probably a GG Lix.
It might be as well. How many gats you got, bro? You got to always remember during these fights, and that's a pretty good bait as well. It's like Dragon tank, Dragon tank, Dragon tank, Dragon tank, Vanilla Battle Master, Helix.
Yeah.
It's like, where's your gats at, man? Because the gats can't deal with
yeah, there's no
flame
response.
tanks or Vanilla Battle Masters. Yeah, that's going to be all over.
The GG Lix is when you're like 100% unprepared,
and there are no gats,
and you just lose everything you have to a Helix.
He didn't take out the war factory. That was weird.
Yeah, he should have just finished that one off.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't realize that it's the only thing left. Yeah, because that would have even prevented the Gat from coming out. He can't repair it. He's lost his last dozer.
Yeah, dozers
so
went down.
Just a matter of time, really, at this stage. A Hardy Strike, especially. Command Center's been rebuilt.
Nicely played.
Yeah, GG.
Played it safe, so he gets the War Factory low, and before the Gat starts coming out here, moves the Helix away, Hardy Strike down. Really safe play. Good stuff from Size. It was cool.
Yeah. Puts him ahead. 4-3 so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Cold Territory. We're taking a little bit of a break from Sand Serpent. We're off that one. This is the game number 8 between Logica and Size.
I had to specify that Blake was introing so he wouldn't have an awkward intro off. Like, you know we have failed as casters when the power plant is on 20% and no one said anything.
Yeah. That's probably the most tense moment we've ever come up with, really. So it's good fun. Also good fun is hopefully going to be this game. GLA Stealth versus GLA Vanilla here. Size with the Stealth.
That's pretty smooth.
Logica with the Vanilla.
I like this map. You know,
I like Logica's GLA. Like,
you've got 2 supplies here. You got ones on the side. You got oils. You got a middle, but it's like garrisons and stuff, and there's like little boxes. It's a cool map. Yeah, I want to see if Size can put Logica's GLA kind of in his place, you know, because we've been fanboying over Logica's GLA for a while now. And I'm sure Size has a great GLA as well. One of the best plays in 0 Hour.
Yeah, we've seen one mirror so far. And that was, you know, fairly close. Wasn't a bad game.
Oh,
Tunnel's gonna be
he needs to
finished
get
off
that the garrison. Yeah,
Gets
if actually wouldn't have mattered anyway. The tunnel
Success.
gunned him down in
Yeah.
time, but that would have been really important if he held that the garrison. Looks like there's going to be a fast cap. That's a tech terror probably. Yeah, nice. The cannon followed it up.
Yeah, see, with the RPG inside the garrison, it's nice because it forces the technical off here, and you can't actually destroy the hole that's left over. So that.
Yeah, he just walks some
Here we go.
RPGs
So
in.
yeah, RPGs are going to do it.
So we've got that's one cap here from size. In the middle, I don't think there's any oils, is there? No, there's another oil in the right side. Yeah, the technicals forced him off, so this tunnel actually hasn't been killed.
Short of that here, just RPG control over the middle for Logica.
Oh,
Nice way to
what? That's
start it
within
off.
range.
Whoa! Oh, is he doing the attack round?
Or the manual target
Manual
click.
target, I mean? Yeah, manual target. That's nice. I think he is. Yeah, that was the manual target play. God, it's the toxin tractor is going to clear that one out. So back to the hole, and it will probably get destroyed here. Yeah, the manual target, I think, is what we saw there.
It was one of those guide videos that we did where it's like the default attack range in garrisons is actually less than what it can do.
Can be, yeah.
So if you like manually target it, you can often get it to fire at longer range than what it would otherwise do on its own.
Which is cool.
Well, big army though from size. He's got some technicals, a quad. Toxin Tractor a little bit too late to the party, so he will lose one technical before clearing that one out. Still, the tunnel is alive.
A little bit unfortunate because he didn't really get a nice,
Ooh.
I guess. Oh, more worker crushers coming out though. That's 4 workers down.
Yeah, successful crush.
Pretty big blow actually. Lose a lot of income there, and wow, Logic is actually going 3 supply. That's bold.
Oh, so he hasn't actually gone for the oil cap. I think he just put it there just as a bait.
Logica, I'm pretty sure was repairing one. Yeah, it's over on the right hand side there. So Logica definitely wants that one. The forward Eric's of course starting on low HP.
Nice deny here from size.
Well
For
played.
Logica. That's a good garrison. It'll prevent the long counter attacks, like around the side. Especially if you're playing as a USA and you have the Chinooks mining in the air. If you get your opponent that sneaks gats or quads around, it'll be really hard. So holding that garrison is important to defend
Fairly
your base.
brutal.
Good army here from size. I don't think he has
Yes.
many RPGs mixed in though, but still, he has a fair bit of quads.
What if he's going to push in with this? Because Logica doesn't really have that much in terms of an army.
Yeah, Logica has the same garrison on
Pretty
his side.
pitiful. I think Size knows this.
Yeah, unless Logica's... not really. He only has a couple of units in his tunnels as well, and a really good middle here by size. Even the supply, so... Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder, where did all Logica's money go?
It was all into that kind of the second supply, the third supply. I mean, like investing
this
into
one
that,
here,
like
yeah.
more Talon networks as well. Than we saw thrown down by Size.
Oh, nice harassment. Oh, it doesn't quite get that.
Yeah, so Logica's investing everything into this third supply actually working. It will pay off eventually, but if if Size pushed, then he might have won the game. Logica could have been put out, but again, you just don't know that. You don't know if in your opponent's base they've gone for that forward supply and like only one of the rear supplies, or they've gone for both of the rear supplies in the middle, or
But
it's very hard to know.
A third and a fourth supply, so size is going pretty heavy economy. No one's gone for the oil derricks yet though.
Another repair coming out here, ready to go. I think once you've taken control over these oil derricks, you just want to repair them, ready to cap when you want to.
Yeah, you want to have the option to.
Yeah.
Demo trap here. Actually, a couple for Logica.
That's why he's going to defend this one. A little bit low on units. Destroys the garrisons as well, which means the tunnel network is going to be a little bit safer.
There's the first cap of the game. We see Sizes has finished as well. He's going to start capping that pretty soon. But this is a pretty chilled game, you know.
It really is, yeah. Econ versus Econ.
I think they've had a gentleman's agreement. You know, we're pretty worn out from the 7 games.
Which,
We've all been pretty fast paced.
yeah.
Oh, he tech turret that.
Yeah. Well, we'll just play a black market camp game. Yeah, sure thing. No worries.
Well, not even black markets. It's just supplies.
Yeah.
But
Supplies for days.
in that sense, Size is ahead because he has the 4th one. But now Logica has his oil, so that was a nice tech terror. Also going for his palace, a very, very defensive one, covering the oil and the supply. So that's good positioning as long as he can hold it.
Covers that whole side. It's really nice. Maybe even like walking a toxin tractor into like supply lines and just contaminating can be really nice as well.
But it's so close to the tunnels
I've
that,
seen that
you
happen.
can just burst it down. Okay, a bit of a pop here from both of our armies. Toxin tractor does get taken out. He was kind of spewing it like that. Like it was good if Size wanted to pop RPGs from the technicals. I don't know if he had any, but if he did,
he was ready to
he
go.
would have lost them pretty much straight away. Nothing really achieved here for either player. They're still holding on to everything in the middle. And
sneaky work there from Size. He was very sneakily using a worker to repair that garrison.
Oh, Logica has the supplies here.
Yes,
I didn't know there were supplies too.
In.
So they both have 4 supplies. Wow, okay.
4 more workers getting sniped down there. Nice play from Size.
And these supplies are pretty exposed, like centrally.
Yeah.
You could snipe them with like a Jarman or a Scud launcher. But meanwhile, it will be Size in the garrison.
And on the right-hand side, big quad push is going to be coming in.
Oh yeah, it goes for the palace. It's actually empty at the moment. There's only one of them, I think.
2 RPGs.
Yeah, he may lose it, but still doing some pretty good damage in the garrison as well. Some RPGs are firing. Size maybe overcommitting to this.
Palace goes down.
Yeah, he does actually kill it now. Probably worth it. I mean, he lost, what, 5 units?
Yeah.
Still
6?
probably worth it, though. Scorpions have been mixed in.
Using the rockets.
Logica was stealth, so he can't retaliate. Oh, and the garrison, wow, has the All Derek within range. Man. Maybe, Logica should have destroyed that one to prevent it from being captured.
Oh, nice evac as well. Can he get back inside and actually take out the... Oh, Derek.
Oh, yeah, nice Toxin Tractor.
Yeah.
You can probably just, kill it. I think it's trying to contaminate or something.
Yeah, it didn't actually go down in time. Yeah, you do see that contamination on the ground.
The Logica holds on the left flank now. We do see the army, but there's actually the demo trap. It's not automatic, is it? Manual. No, it's a manual. He's saving it from Scorpions.
Oh, that's nasty.
Could have been better, but at the same time, there's a big push now. He waits for the Scorpions because they're more important than the technical. So that was a really nice play there by Logica. 4
Scorpions, 1 quad actually going down to that demo trap.
And the buggies are mixed in.
Oh, wow. This is brutal.
Yeah, nice turnaround.
Side's getting demolished. Losing more and more of these Scorpions here. Trying to cut it out, get those rockets back online.
Doesn't have the buggy ammo, so they're not that effective at the moment.
Rockets still coming in here from these Scorpions. Trying to snipe that another quad. They do manage to get 1. And one of the Scorpions has the double scrap as well. That means double rockets.
Yeah. GLA Vanilla is the best faction to spam Scorpions because they're actually cheaper. Toxin's good too because then you have those Toxin rockets. But as far as quantity, GLA Vanilla is the cheapest.
This is really heavy Scorpion play coming in here from Size.
Yeah, another pop there with the buggies. Doesn't do too much, but that garrison's really holding the line. Rebuilding the supply. This garrison looks like it's actually destroyed, so it's going to be a bit easy to hold now.
All Derek's still up as well on the right-hand side, so Logica's still going to be mining from that one.
Size must have 2 All Dereks, 2 arms dealers, because he's just spamming out these Scorpions.
Has his own palace as well. I'm guessing Logica's probably rebuilt that one somewhere. Yeah, rebuilding it at the moment. A little bit more defensible location, given how fast the last one went down.
Behind these garrisons, at least. So now he can get some angry mobs, which would be good at defending against these Scorpions.
Man, so many Scorpion pops. This is insane. Sheer force of numbers just going to muscle the way through the quads.
Yeah, he hasn't got a black market, so he couldn't get the buggy ammo upgrade. Bit of a detriment.
Yeah, buggy ammo is a pretty big power spike. Again, yeah, that was like a couple of volleys and it barely took the Scorpion half health. No, but pretty much destroyed, so. Destroyed now. There we go, there's a pop-up bar. The worker's been repairing it for a while. Can we get units inside the tunnels here? Yeah. Get the defense on from Logica.
Nice timing from Size. He did it to avoid the counter pop because he knew that the army was engaged in the middle. So that's Logica's oil down. This little garrison is a bit of a problem though for Size. He can't push through it. On the left side now, he moves over. That's a... No, it was just the quad gunning the RPG down. No sign of Jarman just yet.
Another double bag of ammo coming out here.
Oh, Rebel. Is that a Rebel ambush?
Yeah, vanilla.
I mean, they're not bad against buggies, you know, but it's kind of a general power.
Yeah, it's weird to go for that. You don't normally see vanilla GLAs going for it. See the points go somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, if there's only a buggy army and no support, the rebels will destroy the buggies unless they actually get crushes on them. This is very open, so this works very well for the buggies. Scorpions need to have tunnels nearby or just massed through. Still pretty similar game. Looks like the supplies have actually been exhausted in the middle by Size, who may just actually sell that supply.
Scorpion count starting to matter less and less here for Size, just with more and more buggies coming online.
Yeah.
I think Size is pretty reliant on... I mean, I don't even know. It's not like you can just carpet bomb the rocket buggies. And you're still a while off the Anthrax bomb as well, which is a really efficient way of dealing with buggies. But again, like you're still a fair way off 5 generals points.
They both have sneak attacks, but I think Stealth gets it sooner at 3 command points. General's points. Command points being Company of Heroes. Whereas it will be 5 Generals points here. This is actually maybe a little bit too deep for Logica. That garrison is still a big problem. There will be some buggies in response from Size. Gets a couple of quads.
Big buggy party up in here, Machine. Another quad goes down as well. Size going to be liking that. It's hard to use this Scorpion army. It's not exactly mobile.
A buggy party. That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, I go to a buggy party.
Maybe for my 22nd, I'll have a rocket buggy themed 22nd.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So
I don't know if anyone will really get into it though. I mean, we have a few IRL friends that play 0 but like they haven't touched it in a while.
Numbers are slim. So.
Yeah. It's actually how like we got into casting this. Is like we had like lands where we'd all play it, and Blake was kind of bad, so I was like, Blake, you need to watch some shoutcasts. Yeah. And there weren't really that many on YouTube, so we're like, we should do some. It'd be cool.
Yeah. Turns out it was cool.
Yeah, it was. Apparently, it was cool.
Having a pretty great time. As is Logica with this huge buggy army, definitely has the advantage in terms of the buggy count. Again, as I mentioned in the previous previous GLA mirror, buggy v buggy count is really important.
Yeah.
Like black market v black market count. Ready for the General's Gentleman drive-by black market count, Machine?
When you think about it, it's actually... Well, hang on. I don't want to miss buggy snipes. It's actually a pretty campy map. Yeah. Because you've got 3 choke points, and they're pretty, like, cut, like, off from each other. Like, you can't really rotate between them. So it's pretty campy. It's like TD, really, in that sense. Alright, the General's Gentleman black market drive-by count.
Patented, by the way, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Pretty sure there's 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with
Size
6 Machine.
For Logica.
So. Okay, we're getting started. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Whoa!
With like 7, with like 3 more going down right now. There's like 2 more being built right now. So there's gonna be 10 black markets. Size is hugely ahead.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Size is looking pretty dominant in this game.
That's pretty brutal. He's mined out all the supplies as well, so the black market count's going to really matter.
Yeah, they both have.
I'd say that Logica still probably has a couple more buggies, but Size is going to have the advantage in the income.
That's probably why.
That's why. Yeah, that's definitely the reason. I was wondering why, but that's why there's a couple big black market disparity. There's 2 of them right there invested into the Scud Storm. Forces Size to have to... He has to go and deal with that now. You have to break the camp. Something has to go in.
So we may
something
see
has to happen.
Logica being a bit more defensive now with that Scud Storm. I wonder if he goes for a second Scud Storm or which more black markets.
Yeah, I mean, like, one's enough. One has a pretty huge impact, depending on how spread out your opponent are. On this map, I mean, there you get 4 black markets, and then it's all about reducing the count from there. So you have to keep your black market count up and then reduce it using the Scud Storms. It's less about the army, more about sniping down the late game economy.
Yeah, because you can't snipe armies because you just go into a tunnel, you know. Okay, looks like we have some Scorpions on the left. I wonder if we see, like...
Okay, so I think Size is just trying to put Logica's micro to the test here, attacking on a couple of flanks.
Nice. You know what my favorite thing in the world is? The Saboteur on a bike. Scud Storm cap. I love that.
Big fan of that machine, so it's pretty strong.
He's usually vanilla, so he will get it. Firestorm. I'm pretty sure that the difference is, though, I know it's true for hijackers, I'm not sure if it's true for saboteurs. I think so, though. But, like, so with stealth, saboteurs stealth on the move, and same with hijackers, the stealth on the move. With vanilla, hijackers are stealth only when stationary. The saboteurs, I don't actually know if they're stealthed on the move as vanilla. I don't know. I
don't think they are, but I can't be quoted on that machine.
Yeah, because if they're stealth on the move, then they're also stealth on a bike. Pretty sure.
I think that's how it works.
I don't know. I don't use it very often. Not a very common unit, so you don't really see it that much.
Okay, so nice use of the Scorpions here. Moving in, but should be using the rockets on the tunnel networks more than anything else. No, again, it's this secondary line of tunnel networks. That's how you play GLA. You have a
there's a
line
rebel
of tunnels,
ambush,
and then you pop from the back ones.
Yeah, on the tunnel, it didn't really matter. Yeah. But like also getting the map control is really important. If you can deny tunnels, that certainly makes things out.
This quad is destroying all of Size's buggies.
Yeah, wow.
Size is getting clean up. He got clean up in the middle as well. The attack just didn't go through. More buggies popping out now. He's got the economy to keep these going, but...
And the Scud Storm as well coming online.
Logica's more than up to the challenge in micro.
I think Logica's proving here that his GLA is superior. And I mean it was pretty close though, because like denting in the tunnel network, it really opens up the base.
It does.
It's kind of like when you get into those late game GLA mirrors, map controller tunnels can become the most important resource. Because you often get your economy just inflates out of proportion. Like we see now, you know, there's just a lot of cash, especially for Logica.
GBS Scrambler actually used on those buggies as well, so again, that stealth in is nice. That was a little bit close to the tunnels.
Yeah, and Logica doesn't have to be too aggressive. He has his Scud Storm. He just needs to make sure he doesn't get saboteured.
Sabotarded?
Also, like, man, I'm so rookie. Like, I don't even remember. Is Saboteur General's promotion? Because I know the Hijacker is.
Can you even get them as like?
What?
You,
I think after this game we're gonna have to just kick up.
we have to have a look.
Yeah, just like a single player game.
See, this is our problem. We don't play enough GLA.
Yeah.
It's a,
More specifically GLA Vanilla.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a General's point, it's not worth it. But if it's like a free unlock, then it's like it might be worth a try. Put it on a bike. But if they're not stealth on the move, then it's kind of like, there isn't really much chance of you actually getting it in. Whereas GLA stealth, you know, it's a lot more easy to really pull it off. So Logica's going pretty aggressive here. There's actually a Garrison there doing some pretty good damage. There was angry mobs there as well.
How good are the buggy splits?
This is critical mass here.
Yeah, critical mass
Logica has too many of them. Well, actually on the side though. Oh, angry mobs and buggies. This is going pretty well. Needs to be a Jarman on the ground. Will be a couple of cords though and some buggies, so it loses all of those angry mobs. Pretty clumped up.
Yeah, only 2 of them there. I had the AK-47s.
Anthrax
really
bomb.
a lot going on.
I wonder where he's going.
I'm unsure.
Okay.
I think going for like any buggies that were still in the base.
Yeah,
it was actually revealed.
Yeah, GG. I mean, that Scudstorm would have just wrecked
Yeah.
him. He would have lost like. Oh,
Black
mate,
markets,
was
so.
did you give vision for the Scudstorm?
Yeah, that could have been it as well.
yeah.
So yeah, it does actually have a fairly good detection radius.
Because then
yeah.
he would have seen. Yeah,
I haven't
Logica
where
would
the
have
black
had that
markets
game.
are.
Yeah.
It's cool because also as GLA, like you can't have everything inside your tunnel network. So occasionally you'll have like a stock of buggies, for example, inside your base, and because the Anthrax bomb will one shot the buggies, that can be a pretty good spot to actually put it in.
Tournament terrible.
Yeah, it's playing tournament terrible.
This was a funny map made by our. I can't play single player, so I have to start like a LAN game just so I can sandbox mode. Made by.
Stop!
Whoa.
No.
Super.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Super Weapon General. I'm just seeing the Saboteur because I actually don't even know. So,
That's all.
wait, I can't.
Put on tournament terrible. This is
I
ridiculous.
can't turn up game speed. Multiplayer.
Oh really?
It's annoying. Where is it? Tournament terrible. Tournament terrible. Yeah.
Awesome.
So this was made by our friend and patron back in Jono. We figured that like people love Tournament Desert. So how can we really enhance the Tournament Desert feel?
Yeah.
So we figured, you know, let's increase the choke points. We'll give you more supplies so you can just camp in your base. You know, just make sure it's...
Just make sure there's absolutely no incentive to go middle, so he's removed the supplies from there, which is good.
Hijackers... Okay, so the Saboteurs don't require an unlock. I can't be bothered seeing if they're stuff on the move or not. But anyway, they don't require an unlock at least. But I do kind of want to know now.
Can I have some shoes?
Let's find out, machine.
Let's find out. I don't know why we're still recording this.
Because we gotta know.
You can stop watching if you
viewers
want.
have to know. Everyone has to know. Unless you
Yeah.
already know, in which case we're not obliged to watch
Like,
us.
I think it's fine for
There's
us
no secret spoilers.
to not know stuff, as long as we admit it we don't know it and then we want to find out.
Yeah.
Also, this is why you should subscribe to Dominator's channel, because he actually knows stuff, he's actually good at the
he
game.
knows everything. What a
Yeah.
champ. Yeah.
If you want like 0-hour videos by people that actually understand the game properly and actually can critique and give advice and not just be noobs,
I'm just a
Dominator, you should watch his channel. Stealer.
I will work.
Okay, Saboteur.
It does require an arm stealer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will work.
See, I didn't think they were stealth, but
I thought it required a palace, wow. Okay, let's see if they're stealthed.
Will work.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought they required a palace, wow.
hey, can you just build hijackers or?
I will
They require.
Requires a
We also
palace.
got to unlock them.
Yeah.
And they're not stealth on the move. Alright, let's build a Saboteur. Let's do it. Long build time actually.
I think they're like saboteurs are like gonna be the new strat. Like I've been working on. They're really cool units. Like.
They cost too much. That build time is ridiculous,
Yeah,
man.
it's really long. I
Oh, why
remember
is the
this.
build time so long?
Yeah.
It doesn't get any faster.
It doesn't get any faster, machine. I'm gonna say no. My vote is no. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's probably why no one builds them.
You have my services.
Do I win?
I go unseen.
Oh, they are
Oh,
stealth.
damn!
They
I
are stealth.
lose.
Okay, let's put on a bike and let's
Okay.
see.
As we have discussed.
They won't catch us. Let's get out of here.
Stealth?
Yeah.
Stealth. Wow.
Stealth on a bike.
Okay. Wow. Okay, I lose.
Okay, so
I
that
lose out of 10.
it actually makes them a lot more viable than I thought. Still, it's pretty expensive in a long build time, but I mean, if you can put that saboteur on your opponent's super weapon,
Yeah.
it'll reset
Set
the
the
cooldown.
timer, yeah.
Also, the other main thing is if you put them on your opponent's command center, it resets their general's powers. And when you have those late game situations, especially against like a USA, and like resetting the A10, the Spectre, the fuel air bomb, all that stuff makes a big difference. You know, especially if you have those like those low unit
Let's get out of here.
games which are about unit preservation when you've lost most of your black markers and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, we found out now. We know the answer. And I
We're
learned
aware.
something I didn't realize that they didn't need a palace. So yeah, cool. That's
Take a
it.
jump. Pick up this
A little bit sidetracked. Did you write the score down for who won that
We'll
game?
write it down now. So
It was Logica, yeah.
Logica.
So 4-4, very, very close game.
Very close series. I'm having a great time.